walk away from the train wreck. You can blame it on the tech or the disrespect. If you play better, button check. Button check.
What is up, Butt Check family? Welcome back to another beautiful morning. It is HT, the most glorious day of the week, and we are back. I'm sorry, it's early. I just woke up, so I probably look and sound a little weird, but you know what doesn't look and sound a little weird? That sub button right there on the race to 75K. Thank you guys so much for the love. Chapters down below as well. We got a hot one, and we got a hot one on HT. So without further ado, let's check these buttons. Let's go. All right, now into the first set of bullying works. Buttons that need to be checked. So the official Street Fighter page on Twitter posted this the other day saying, find your rhythm with the new character BGM settings in the audio tab where you can change which track plays during a fight. Information down below. So FGC, the community has been very vocal about this. They wanted some type of jukebox. We're like, why can't we change the music during or before the fight, add other beats from like other versions of Street Fighter? Jayuna has been very vocal on this as well. We'll talk about that in a second. They released a little like trailer for this. Let's check it out. Started off with my man Gal. Okay, there we go. That's what's up. I'm playing that one. There you go. There goes all the versions right there. All right, FGC is reacting to that. First, namely, Jayuna, that we were just talking about, saying bullying works. Because FGC has been talking about this for a while, right? Especially him. Underneath that, a lot of people reacting, saying another fighting game saved, all in a day's work for ex-champ, current father, Jayuna. Beneath that, I can't believe it took this long for this feature to be added. Anyway, who are we bullying next? And the savior of the FGC. So there y'all have it. We're still waiting on that patch to drop. I think it's going to drop anytime now. We got Combo Breaker this weekend. Once again, Combo Breaker is this weekend, and they're letting Akuma rock. So chaos is going to ensue. People are still waiting for patch notes. We'll see. It's going to be exciting either way. But yeah, there you have it for now. How y'all feeling? Let me know. All right, now into the next set of suck my dick buttons that need to be checked. That was raw. That was pretty raw, and you'll understand here in a second. So starts off in the world of Hungrybox. Apparently, they tried to cancel the man the other day because he popped off and he threw a chair. And then hell ensued from there. We'll unpack it. It just happened like 1 or 2 days ago. So he was at a tournament called Get On My Level. I believe he like reverse 0-3'd somebody. He was popping off. He threw the chair on the ground. We actually got a clip. Let's check it out.
It's not. You need to find an aerial now. SGJ's just drifting in. HBox doesn't want to risk it.
Oh my gosh. The pop-off we are about to see.
1 minute.
Oh,
that's it! And there it is! Oh, the chair!
Oh my God! I called it, guys. What the hell?
Not again! He's not going to do it.
But he
reconsiders. But you thought about it for a second. Hide your kids. Hide your wife. Hungrybox is done with the reverse 3-0. STJ out of the tournament in 7th place.
This man really said, get on my level, okay? He said, get on my freaking level.
Oh, no! The clown in the crowd!
He's about to take his shirt off.
If that is indicative at all of what...
They're all cheering for Hungrybox!
The year of the HBox.
Okay, so you have that, and if you were at the tournament, or maybe even watching it now, you might not think nothing of it, right? You're probably just like, okay, he popped off, it was entertaining, yada yada. But a bunch of mixed reactions to the point where it almost seemed like they was coming for his neck, like he might be canceled. It was fucking crazy. Let's unpack it. Starting right here, people saying HBox is becoming more unlikable with every clip, or God, he's such a loser. If anybody else did it, they'd get in trouble. Others adding to that saying, yes, if I, basically a nobody in the Melee scene, did that, I would get banned for damaging venue property. But HBox presses buttons good, so he can do whatever he wants. So now you got that argument, because others are continuing saying the people at the top get to pretty much do whatever they want. Laugh my ass off. It's wild. And then adding to that saying, I hate HBox's excessive pop-offs. Scream and jump, that's fine. Good job. You won. But like, don't throw a chair across the stage. Be an adult. And that one has over 1.4 thousand likes. And oddly enough, that is the tweet. That's the tweet right there that sets everything off. Okay, and like I said, HBox was trending, by the way, after this. So this was only just a small portion, because a lot of them were like, I can't stand what he's doing. Top player privilege. If any of us did that, we would get banned or yada yada. And then on top of that, you had comments like that last one saying, I'm sick of him. He's either a loser or we don't like his excessive pop-offs. And then HBox from the tournament sees this and then starts to load the gun, right? Starts to get his mind, because he's been in this situation before. He starts to process all the smart comebacks, all the intelligent things he could say, because damn if he's gonna let a troll get the best of him, and he's one of the top players. Hell, he's half owner of something like that, of Team Liquid. Surely he has something locked and loaded and ready to go and put these people in their place. And then he responds, suck my dick. Suck my dick. I mean, when in doubt, go old school. Say, that's a classic. It's a classic. It is what it is. It says what it is, and it does what it says. But that pissed off the community even more, because then it started spinning or turning into an argument of he's too vulgar, and how could you talk to that way to a trans woman? Because apparently the last comment that said, I'm so sick of his excessive pop-offs, you need to grow up, apparently that person was a TO, and they're also trans. So now it was turning from, we don't like his excessive pop-offs, to we don't like the way he talks to us, punching down or even talking to the trans community. With comments like these saying a top player is too vulgar, punching down is a prime example of what's wrong with the scene. That one has over 3.4 thousand likes. Others respond to that though saying shit talks person, they talk back, he's punching down, oh Lord in heaven, the hecking power imbalance. So others are disagreeing, right? Saying everyone pressed about it, then will later complain that esports players have no personality and aren't fun to watch. And like I said, once again, that is a small portion, and that just shows both sides of the fence, because there's a lot saying, you know, we don't like the way he's talking, it's very immature, and that person happened to be trans. And then on the flip side, people are like, what are you talking about? They were talking shit first. All he did was fire back. The fact that they were trans had nothing to do with it. Why are we making such a big deal about it? So there you go, those two sides, those two arguments, right? Now, sometime, maybe even some hours, I don't know if a day or so, but it was a very short time period, goes by, and then HBox, I believe, rethinks things, and he gets on this vibe of let's call it J. Cole. Let's call it a J. Cole vibe. And he issues an apology, and let's skim through it real quick. Let's unpack it. Okay, so he's like, I made this tweet yesterday at Fish after the intense win during, and he basically talks about how it's an adrenaline, and if they talk to him like that, he usually might say stuff that he wouldn't. But he also says, since I have a bigger following, I feel like I have a bigger responsibility and I should set a better example. I think I need to set a better example right here. You can see I don't want to punch down, or maybe stop punching in general to these kinds of ways. And he apologizes, right? Fish responds saying, I really appreciate you taking the time to make a public apology like this. I'm glad you're reflecting on the situation so heavily. I do hope that this apology doesn't erase what happened in everyone's mind to make people think your reaction was okay. He responds saying, thank you and nah, that's why I left the screenshot up so people and myself are reminded what not to do in the situation. Others respond to that saying, holy shit, man, not everything is this deep. You've done way too much good for the community to get this scrutinized for somebody coming after you. All is fair in love and trash talk. Plus, they'll never see you in bracket anyway, so why even give them the time of day? And then I see it continuing on even further because some people are like, well, it was obvious. It was posted in the heat of the moment. It was not a misogynistic comment. People try to make it look like the people joining in by doing transphobic comments were way more cringe and despicable. And the reason why they were saying that, because the part that we kind of skimmed over in the HBox apology, HBox, as you saw, that was a brief summary, but there was a part where he was like, yo, there's certain people that follow me went after that person because they were trans. They didn't agree with how they came at me, but then they started making a trans thing. They started throwing out all these slurs and shit like that. So that's why this person right here is saying the people joining in by doing transphobic comments were way more cringe and despicable. And that's also why in HBox's apology, he was telling those people to chill the fuck out. He was like, y'all can unfollow me basically, because I'm not about that. It was never about that. And then before we unpack this, probably the best comment of all, this person right here says, HBox can throw all the chairs he wants, but I throw one crab at him and I'm the bad guy. Okay, this one has over fucking 22,000 likes. I don't know if this is the actual person that threw the damn crab at him, but people in the comments are acting like it is. Either way, if he did or if he didn't, godlike comment. Okay, on top of that, HBox actually released the video. Now, during the time of this video, I could see he was still at the tournament, and it looks like he was fresh off the scene because he actually still had a mark. He had a bruise in his hand from throwing the chair, and he talks about that. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, I could be mistaken, but I think the timing of it, this video was done right before he issued his apology. So we'll check out the video. I haven't seen the whole thing. It's actually a lot longer. It's on his channel. I'm gonna put the link down below so you guys can check it out. This is just a small clip.
Yeah, I kind of just, I was very happy to win. So happy that I decided to give myself my own new forward smash, fully charged with a chair, which I threw into the stage next to me. There's no one around me. And nothing else was damaged. No wires were damaged, no equipment, just me and the chair. And yes, the chair did break. What I didn't expect was the loudest cheer I've ever heard from a Smash crowd ever in my life when I did that.
Oh, no!
Cloud in the crowd!
He's about to take his shirt off.
If that is indicative at all of what
They're all cheering for Hungry Box.
The year of the H-Box is here, folks.
So yeah, I was just having my moment on stage, jumping around, gallivanting, and shook STJ's hand. And then I noticed that I had an H-shaped scar on my arm, which is kind of sick, honestly.
It's kind of crazy.
But I went backstage, and then first thing I did, I was like, hey, I walked up to Max Ketchum, one of the main CEOs. I said, yo, what's the PayPal? I'll pay for the chair. I got you. Don't worry about it. And they were just like, nah, man, I think you're good. Like, there's a lot of chairs here. So I was like, you just let me know if you need anything. So GOML was surprisingly chill about it. In fact, they took me backstage and had me do a photo shoot with the chair in typical Juan-Tent fashion. They were chanting my name. The staff came out and said, dude, that was awesome. They were all just hyping me up, and I was just like, oh, that's pretty cool. Then I pull out my phone, and I'm the next coming of Satan. So I think,
wow.
I don't know, man. There's a different kind of energy when you see something happen in the moment and the build up to it. And then if you're just like watching it far away or on your phone screen or whatever, and you see it without really knowing the build up or without really knowing how intense it was, yeah, it's gonna probably look pretty different. But like, I'm not gonna apologize for who I am.
There you go. And he ends it with saying, I'm not going to apologize for who I am. So that's why I was saying, I think the timing of this was before he actually did the apology. Now, I will say this. When he said, I'm not going to apologize for who I am, in his apology, I don't think it was about throwing the chair. You know what I'm saying? In the video, he was talking about throwing the chair. So technically, I don't think he took back his apology. You know what I'm saying? Because the video was simply about popping off and throwing the chair. Had nothing to do with the trans thing or anything like that. The apology itself had to do with the trans exchange with the TO saying, suck my dick. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what he was apologizing. So there are two separate things. So before I was thinking, oh, he literally just said, I'm not going to apologize for being me. And then he went and apologized. Like he did some J. Cole shit. You know what I'm saying? But now I'm seeing it's two different things. One is the chair, one is the pop-off, and the other one is how he acted towards that person saying, suck my dick. Now, let's unpack this. On one hand, obviously there's people that don't like, there's every pro, everybody, myself included, there's always somebody out there that's not going to like you. The more you're known or the more you're out there or the longer you've been in the FGC, we all have somebody that doesn't like us. That's just the fucking reality. You could be Mr. Damn Rogers and you will still have somebody in the FGC that doesn't like you. That's just the way it is, right? So we know that Hungry Box has had a huge following, but we also have known for a long time a lot of people, Left Fin and all these other people, I don't know how the relationship is now, but I know in the past, a lot of people were very outspoken that they do not like this guy. So if you don't like him, you probably still don't like him. And you're probably always going to look for a reason not to like him. And then when you saw him throw a chair on the ground, you made some tweets saying, I can't stand him. And everybody else that didn't like him agreed with it, saying, yes, he needs to stop. This is bullshit. He needs to grow up and all that. But check this out. When he did it, he literally said, I got the loudest roar I have ever gotten in my career of a gamer. The TOs loved it. They took pictures of it. It went viral. People loved it. But guess who didn't love it? The people on Twitter that weren't fucking there. Talking about this is annoying. He needs to grow up. But yet everybody that mattered, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying everybody that mattered like in the scheme of life. I'm not saying that. I'm talking about in the moment. Everybody that was there, that was fucking there, that was the tournament itself, went head over fucking heels. Do you understand what we're doing here on Twitter? It's like if you as a non-comedy fan, let's say you don't like a certain comedian, you just walk into one of his shows one day and everybody's busting up laughing. You're like, hey, this is bullshit. Y'all shut the fuck up in here. Everybody gonna look at you like, get your fucking ass out of here, bro. We're enjoying the show. Who the fuck? You didn't even buy a ticket. Get your ass out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's bullshit. What are we doing throwing our different opinions that obviously is a hot take at the time because everybody fucking else that was actually there loved it. So if you don't, that's a personal problem. I need us to understand that on Twitter. That is your own personal problem. When it's obviously taken out, I can understand if everybody at the tournament felt that way and they were like, ooh, that's fucked up. People started booing, the TOs made a statement, if it was something to that effect. I can see how it trickles on Twitter. But for it to go A+, S tier, and everybody losing their mind to all of a sudden anybody on Twitter, oh, fuck this guy. This is where it needs to stop. No, that is a personal problem. And the way he responded was suck my dick. He went old school. Now, was it the most articulate, intelligent thing to say? Could he probably said it something better? Absolutely. But was he just simply firing shot? Absolutely. We've seen that shit done before, Now, I will say this though, let me play devil's advocate. Since Hungry Box is like a owner, he's like either owner or half owner of Team Liquid. He's sponsored all this stuff. He has a huge following. He's always running coin boxes, own tournaments and whatnot. Because he's such a figurehead, I do think that there are times that you can't respond like that, especially to like people you consider trolls or haters, because they're gonna use this, like you saw, to try to cancel you and shit like that. When you have so much to lose, you gotta watch the way you talk. You simply do. I know there's people out there that love Harada. Look at Harada. He is a huge figurehead, but he still talks shit to everybody, right? So don't ask me for shit. You're an idiot. And people love Harada for doing that, right? But everybody's not Harada, and everybody can't get away with that. So it sucks. But like I said, playing devil's advocate, when you are in a position like that, I can understand. I'm going to be real. I can understand why Hungry Box apologized and said, maybe I shouldn't talk like that. I do have a huge following. I'm not trying to make this a trans thing. My bad. I'm going to use this as a learning experience. I get it. Now, do we as the hardcore FGC fans want to see that type of energy when the person was talking shit first? No, we don't want to see that shit. Not at all. But like I said, devil's advocate, I understand why he did that. What I don't like is, let me be extra real, and this is no shot at the TO person because I don't even know them. And I beg you as well, just like Hungrybuck said, don't troll them. Don't see this video and go look for them on Twitter or anything like that, because we're not about that energy here. And it's not even about that. We're just presenting a story for y'all. If you want to talk, you can talk in the comments, right? Obviously, like we do every episode. But what I don't like is when he apologized, Hungrybucks, that TO responded saying, I appreciate it. They actually accepted the apology. And if you read a lot of the comments, a lot of people accepted the apology. They were like, hey, this was well written. You manned up. We appreciate the love. So it wasn't one of those apologies that get totally rejected, right? So I was surprised to see that. So I was like, okay, that's what's up. But the TO responded saying, I accept your apology. I appreciate you stepping up like this, but I hope this doesn't excuse what happened and people learn that what you did is not acceptable. And then Hungrybucks responded saying, nah, that's why I left the tweet up. And he did. He left the tweet up that said, suck my dick. He goes, because I want people to know, and also myself to remember, that that is not acceptable behavior. Here's my only problem with that. Where's the accountability for the TO? You shot first. So why is everything on Hungrybox's side? That comment that you made of I can't stand him, he needs to grow up, that caught a lot of traction. That had like over 1,000, maybe 2,000 by now. People, yeah, fuck that guy and all this other stuff. You started a hate thread. You started a hate campaign against this man who was simply living his life, and obviously everybody at the tournament was entertained and loved it, but you felt the need to start a hate campaign on Twitter. But why is it all now on Hungrybox to, I need people to remember what you did? I need people, because that was wrong. That was wrong. But where's yours? Where was your wrong? Where was your apology? Where was your, oh, my bad too, I shouldn't have did it? Now, if the TO has posted one and I simply missed it, then my apologies, because that's what's up. I think that's what should happen. Because I don't see all the tweets all the time, right? As of this point, I haven't seen that. The only thing I saw was the response from the TO saying, I accept your apology and I hope people remember that your behavior is wrong. And like I said, so if that's the case and the TO hasn't apologized, that's my only problem with that, is where was yours? HBox said his, so where was yours? Because the only reason why he even did his was to fire back from the hate campaign that you were creating. Damn. Okay. Listen, this one I had to say. It was just on me like that. It was like, it doesn't sit right with me. But one more time, this is my point of view. Let me know if you guys think I'm missing something, please, in the comment down below. And once again, this is not to go harass anybody. This is simply to report the news. As of right now, everybody seems cool. HBox is cool. The TO is cool. The crowd is cool. Get on my level was cool. They're all cool. So please don't go ruffling feathers if you're just learning about this story today, because the shit is water under the bridge. Anyway, let me know how y'all feeling. Comments down below. Let me know. Definitely, just one more again, definitely let me know how you are feeling. Thank you guys for the amazing love. We will see you soon. If not tomorrow, definitely the next day. And of course, it is HT, the most glorious day of the week. Let's go.
Let's go by, get down, real slick, man. I hope the kids ain't around. It's honey.
All right, so it is HT, and we got something different today. So usually we do cosplay. There's a homie that I know in stand-up comedy. I don't know if you guys are new to this channel, if you don't know the history. I used to do stand-up comedy for like 10 years. That's how I met my wife. Transitioned somehow, that's a whole story, to content creation. From there, transitioned to FGC content creation, and Button Check was born. Anyway, there's a homie I used to perform with, man, like a decade ago, 10 years, something like that, 9 years, I don't know, something, by the name of Kool-Aid. This man has been doing stand-up for a long time. I think at one point he was in Vegas. Anyway, his information down below. Definitely check him out. What up, Kool-Aid? Apparently, he created this page on Instagram. I didn't even know it existed until I saw this yesterday. He calls it domestic violence. But there's a video on there that was on my feed. And I just saw the thumbnail. And I'm like, what? This is HT. If I ever saw HT, this is HT. I don't know how the video is going to end. And I might need to watch it first to see if I can even post it on here. But, if it's PG, we'll rock with it. Let's go, HT. Let's go. All right, ladies and gents, y'all ready? Here we go. Bam. Okay, so we got a young lady. I got next.
Blah, blah, blah. Subscribe.